Back this time we're going to be playing Bakasura in the solo lane. Bakasura is an assassin that can also be jungled as well. But the one benefit Bakasura has in lane is he's got great sustain and kill potential at most moments in the game. Now we're going to be in this lane more than likely up against a Vermana. We do have kill potential on him, but for the most part it's more about misplays with a Vermana versus Bakasura matchup between the two, other than like straight up being able to kill him. Bakasura doesn't have the greatest wave clear, but when he makes up on wave clear he does make up for with assassin potential with the regurgitate and the amount of damage you can put out. He's very auto attack focused is Bakasura, so when you're playing him you're going to be looking for attack speed items for the most part, or on hit effects that can also proc to increase your damage output while you're using them. Your abilities power up your auto attacks in one form or another, and that's why you want attack speed to make sure you get those autos off. So we're in game right now. I'm going to start picking up our items. We're not going to be looking for that because we are starting. I'm going to go here. I think I'm going to go with Death's Toll. I'm going to go with... Let's rush this start. This sounds like fun. And we'll go 1 health potion, 1 mana, just in case we get invaded or something, which we probably won't. Now, let's talk about Bakasura and his abilities first. So you can see this little icon here. This is his passive meter, and you'll understand what that means in a minute. Because the passive is Insatiable Hunger. Every time I kill a minion, I gain attack speed. And every time I kill a minion, I also gain movement speed. And this stacks up to 3 times. So 10% stacked 3 times is 30%. So 30% attack speed, 30% movement speed once I've got 3 minion kills in a quick succession. The buff lasts for 10 seconds, and these little dots up here will show you how... Sorry, the dots down here will show you how long they'll last for. And these things will glow blue to let you know that they've actually been activated and how many are online. When all 3 are lit, you've got 30% attack speed and 30% movement speed. Skills that you're going to see, first of all, is Takedown. This is a standard leap ability. It deals damage and also gives a physical debuff. The cooldown doesn't decrease. The damage potential is pretty good in it, though. And that's your sort of engage and disengage ability available for you, depending how the fights are going. Second ability is Eat Minion. This allows you to consume a minion when they're below a threshold of HP, especially in the jungle. This allows you to clear quite quickly in there. I'm going to actually be taking this one early on, just to help clear this camp out quickly. And our third ability is what we call... I'll tell you in a second when I've focused on clearing this buff. 1 second. It's called Butcher Blades. Oops, I ate the wrong creep. That was perfect. So you can actually eat the creep when it goes below a threshold. Unfortunately, it didn't go below the threshold we wanted to. That was a mistake, but we can deal with it now as we go over here. We can see the attack speed buff is online for us. We'll drop this down, we'll get our Butcher Blades online potentially in a second. Now, Butcher Blades empowers your auto attacks to do true damage and gives you a bonus passive physical power on this ability as well. Now in lane, you're playing pretty passive, honestly. Overall, you don't want to take too much poke for free, and you're looking to just farm up and play safe, is what you're looking for the other stages. Eating minions keeps your health HP bar consumed up and very, very healthy for the most part. I've not put a point into a skill yet because I'm just seeing if I need what I actually need to put online just now. We're just looking at farming for now. I'm not taking too much poke. Wait for my level 3 and I'll feel a bit safer. Oh, I got hit by a double tap again. I'm really bad at this. We're against Naraki too, which is causing some issues. You can see me walk up and eat a minion quite comfortably. I'm not overly worried about taking a little bit of poke damage. And Butcher Blaze online. Now Butcher Blaze, like I said, it'll empower your auto attacks. You can see me poking down a little bit there. I've got to eat a minion. Shouldn't have really lapped in there, but I'll be okay. No, I won't, because the spiders are there. This is a rough start. Now you can see this little meter underneath, like little teeth are shining up. Those teeth are showing me how long my passive is actually going to stay active for as well. This is just a rough lane to start the game off, honestly. There we go. You can see the teeth there. They'll tick down to show how long you've got left with that attack speed buff. And even though I'm low on mana and health at the moment, low on health at the moment, I'm going to be okay. It looks like Arachne wants to stay forever in lane, as does Bastet, so we're going to have a 2v2 in this lane for the longest length of time ever. Don't be scared to eat minions, to consume them and heal yourself back up. Now you're looking to really max Butcher Blades. And don't be scared to leap to avoid some abilities too, and also clear the wave out. So, 2 minutes 30 in the lane, and it looks like we're in Season 1 right now. We've got a duo lane going on. I would like to show you more of this, but it's just going to be us pushed into the tower. They might actually potentially dive us soon, is what we're going to be careful of. If they keep going like this, I'm just going to eat and leap over a wall if I have to. Bastard is still here in my wave. Looking to consume up minions. You can see the Butcher Blades do increased damage and also penetrate through some of their physical protections as well. Eventually she'll leave. Yeah, there she goes. Hooray! We're into a solo lane situation now finally. Uh-oh. Hindu messed up. Probably going to die here. Back to base we go. I have to base now as he's level 5 and he'll just all in me if I stick around. I might actually go and get teleport just because I can. No, I'll change my mind. This was the craziest starts of the game I've seen for a little while where the junglers stay forever. So in lane, what we're looking to do is farm up, and when we get our passive meter up to full and we're eating these minions, when we've got our ultimate online, you can see these minions are actually providing you with a little symbol here that says 6. This shows how many minions you consume. The max stacks is 6, and you can see those little dots above are the dots that actually show you how many you've eaten. Now when you regurgitate, which is your ultimate, it throws out 6 minions that will fight for you, slow and cripple the enemy targets as well. So you can abuse that to your advantage. So as you see here, you'll see me focusing on getting myself some auto attack based items with attack speed online. Now he's used his ability there, so I'm just going to all in him. This is a cripple, and he does true damage, and he's getting chucked down by my minions. And that's how you pretty much get a kill on Vamana. You basically wait for him to make a mistake. He used his dash, which meant he had no escape from me, and he didn't respect the fact I'm Bakasura, and I've got a lot of damage potential with my true damage. And what you noticed there is I regurgitated, it slowed him, and it deals damage, and I also get a cone effect on my auto attacks. I'm getting ganked. No, I'm not. I'm not getting ganked. That's a lie. You get a cone effect on your auto attacks, which means you can hit a bigger cone in team fights and things as well. So that was a nice easy pickup for me in terms of kill. He made a mistake, and now I'm back to farming once again. Want to get my passive up. Want to get my minions up again. You can see consuming the minions good for you. Still back to Butcher Blades for the time being. I'm not sure why he wants to fight when he's not got ultimate available. Luckily he slowed me, then otherwise he'd be dead. If he didn't land that slow, he's probably dead in that situation. I don't know why he went aggressive on me. I'm just going to eat a minion, and I'm healing back up again. So, Regurgitate's going to be off cooldown soon. I'm just continuing to farm. And with the cripple, he can't escape, and he's just not respecting the fact that I'm playing Bakasura here. So I'm just killing him over and over again because of the mistakes he's making. I could go back to base here, but I can stay in lane a little bit longer, so I've got my blue buff online. There's no reason to go back to base with my sustain of my minion, a health potion popped as well. I can just keep farming up. And in the laning phase, this is kind of what you expect. You're just looking to farm. You may have to fight a little bit, abuse the fact that you've got true damage to kill targets. And if they make a mistake like that, you can just all in them with your ultimate. And now I can go back to base once again. Now that I've pushed. So you're mainly looking for attack speed items, like I said, and in team fights, you're looking to cripple targets with your ultimate in a big area. You can see that you can throw this quite a far distance. It gives you CC immunity as well, so you can actually use it to avoid getting hit by a hard CC, which can help you out a little bit. I'm just going to rotate back to lane again, continue working on our itemization. Call in that he's missing at the moment. Eat that one. And Vamana's rotate from mid-harpy, so I'm going to push his lane in. Now, even though I'm on full health, you still want to try and consume minions, though, to keep the pressure on them. And to keep your passive stacked up ready for when you're all in with your regurgitate. So Vamana's got to let himself a little bit caught out of position here. I'm going to go aggressive. I could disengage from this. If they keep going aggressive, I will turn around and go all in. Like now. Not scared to fight. I'm still Vamana. Sorry, it's still and use my takedown to get out and also deal damage. Pick up a double kill, I'm back to lane with my potion. It wasn't the best fight for me, but at the same time, I'm in a strong enough position to just go back to farm. If somebody rotates, I can escape again with my takedown and just keep farming up the wave. Now you don't really need to pop Butcher Blades to clear the wave, but doing so clears it a little bit quicker if you're trying to put the push power on to go back to base as well. You can see me abusing that here a little bit. I'm going to try and bring down the tower a little bit quicker.
An ally has been slain.
Now try not to fight until you've got your passive stacked, because then you can do a lot of damage, as you can see in example 1. You can just trade out with your Butcher Blades when you've got your passive stacked up. Don't necessarily try and fight straight away at the beginning of the game. There's no reason to try and fight him when you've not got your passive up. You want to abuse your passive, and try not to use Regurgitate unless you need it defensively, or it's guaranteeing you the kill, unless you've got more minions online to be more abusive. There's the aggression from them. I'm going to actually pop my ultimate here defensively. So if they want to dive me, it's going to hurt them a lot. But I already got aggro here. She probably won't die for that, but I got myself caught a little bit too far forward. And I'd already used my leap in, which kind of got me killed there. That was my mistake. So they're going to take my tower, which is fine. That's more my mistake for not having a ward down than anything else. But I'm not in too rough of a position where I can't still turn this one around. I'm 4-1 over 0. I'm top gold, top kills, so I'm doing okay. Sorry, not top gold, top damage, top kills. I did lose my tower. That was my own fault. I'm hoping my jungler leaves base soon and maybe rotates. That'd be nice. Not seen it for a little while. So even though you die, you're still going to go for the same sort of build over and over again. Unfortunately, the one time I see Bastet is when she's coming to steal my minions. Thank you. Thank you, friend. Team player. I believe should be down here. Oh, it's not. Remember, like I said about consuming, you might not need it for the health, but you do want to pick it up to make sure you get your Regurgitate passive up to cause more issues. Oh, and abilities Hindu. So farming is still farming. I may have misbought my attack speed boots, honestly. I should have really gone for power boots so I could have got more attack speed items elsewhere. So that's a bit of a mistaken build. But never copy my builds. Builds will always change. And sometimes I will make the incorrect build choices, which is unfortunate. Should have gone for power boots here, not for the attack speed ones. But it's fine. I can still survive with it. Push down waves, and then once you've done that, you're looking at going in on the enemy team. Don't worry about getting in the fight a little bit. You can still just walk away. I'm not overly worried about just walking away from this fight. I don't know why Bacchus went in there, as we stole the buff already. And they've not really got anything else that they can really follow up with, so... We picked that one up. Giannis is in mid lane. Oh, hello, Giannis. And as you can see, I ulted him straight away so he couldn't actually portal out. It stops him being able to portal because of the cripple, and picking up himself a nice quick kill for free. I'm never going to complain about that. Back to base one more time, and I'm probably going to be looking at getting sprint online here now. Let's get sprint done, and we'll get beads to 1 just in case we get rooted again. Patiently waiting and farming away. You can see what Bakasura's kind of game plan is. He's just looking to farm up and then go all in aggressive when he gets the opportunity to. Try not to use your leap to engage if you can help it, because you want that for your escape.
Okay.
Either for your escape or to chase down a target when they try and run away. And remember to keep eating minions whenever you can. Now, tips with Bakasura, when you're in a team fight, try not to kill all the creeps. leaving 1 or 2 creeps alive is perfect for you, because you can eat one to regen yourself in the fight, and you can also use it for the mobility to get yourself out of the combat again. Now I'm rotating to mid lane because there's a fight going on here. That Vermana should be dead before I even get there, and if he's not, I can still go aggressive now with my sprint. I'm going to pop this now. No way, so I'm not scared here. Can eat a minion still if I need to. Oh, I'll show an example 1, so I could tank that up a little bit. Looks like she wants to go aggressive. I've still got my leap. Notice how I didn't use my leap at all in that engagement. I didn't want to use my leap. And there she's going to try go aggressive on me there. She's not going to find a kill. Instead, she's going to probably pay with her life, hopefully. If we do this right, we could potentially kill her. No, I'm just going to back up. A bit too risky for me to stay around here. Realise that sometimes it's just not worth the risk. Go back to farming. I rotated, I didn't get kills for it, but I did get some good damage off, and my teammates picked up the kills because of it. I can go back to farming and eating minions again, which gives me HP. As you can see, HP, useful. And if you do duel with a target like that, you can see how much damage you can do. I've got her coming over. I'm not too worried about it. I'm just going to leap over the wall there, reposition myself back out of fights. And this is what Bakasura kind of is like. He's sort of a split push king that can duel pretty offensively. I want to help that Vulcan, but I'm pretty sure he's dead before I even get there. I don't have my ultimate to really do any damage back, so that's unfortunate.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Like I said, build won't be perfect because I made a few mistakes with this one, but it'll be fine for now. Now I've only got 2 minions, 8 at the moment, which isn't the highest. I'm actually quite big and strong, as you can see. I'm not scared to fight and force them all back. That was just sort of a 4v1 to an extent that I wasn't really worried about losing. I'm just going to go back to farming once again, pick up my blue buff. You can see me looking for aggression when I get the opportunity to. Got taunted off the Vermana then, unfortunately. And don't forget, you can use your takedown for the shred. If you feel that you can guarantee yourself the kill, you can use the takedown to continue chasing. And it also reduces their physical protections, which means you're increasing your damage. See how I take that much poke? Well, I can just eat back up again and I'm fine again. I'm not too worried about taking a little bit of poke. I might get rotated on in a second. Just gotta be ready for it. Just trying to put the pressure on so I can go and steal away his blue buff and consume it again. There's nothing he can do against this. Like I said, you're looking for all this stuff to do with getting your attack speed and your auto attacks dealing more damage. Attack speed makes sure you can do more attacks with your butcher blades up, which means you're doing more damage in the team fights, and crit, obviously, very, very effective on physical gods.
Complete attack. Out of mana. Sorry.
Continue to eat creeps.
Enemy missing right.
I'm just going to call them missing that. I want to rotate to mid lane, but there's a wave here that I really want to go and farm and keep pushing this lane out and keeping the pressure on him here. If Vermana's rotating mid, I could potentially rotate for this, but I'm going to push this wave out first quickly. And keep eating these minions where I can. I know Giannis ult's on cooldown now from that, so now when I'm looking for this fight, and I've pushed this wave out, I'm going to deny him a couple of creeps, hopefully. I can turn up to this fight late and cause a lot of issues now, because they won't know I'm coming until it's too late. They're all very, very low here. Hello, friend. Don't forget you can eat minions. I'm going to pop the sprint there at the end to continue diving in. And now we've got Giannis here. Oh, Giannis! That hurt! I did not expect that Giannis to do as much damage as he did. My mistake. I ate that one to the face, but luckily my team should be able to clean this up. If they play it right, they should be able to. They should be able to. Maybe not for now. A little bit too over-aggressive for me there. And once again, we're back to the same mode. You can see it's kind of sort of a rinse-repeat strategy when you're playing Bakasura. You play passive, farm up, farm up, farm up, and then boom, you go aggressive when you get the opportunity to. You're looking for misplays from the enemy team to try and abuse the situation when you're playing Bakasura. The amount of damage you can put out is insane. He also ignores protections, so those tankier targets have a rougher time against you. They have to build health. And then if they build health, you can build other items that will help you deal more in those situations.
Sorry.
He did 184 on a basic attack. That was painful. That was painful. I was checking if he had Polynomicon then. That hurt. That hurt a lot. Once again, it's all about stacking passives over and over again. Get your passive online before you go to an engagement if you can. Sometimes you have to go in blind.
Attack left lane! I will walk.
You can put the pressure on left lane here. Don't give me aggro! No! Tower, please! No! Tower, please! No one took aggro from our team, and Saint went over here. So we should have attacked left lane there. We tried to go aggressive, and it didn't work out great. I kind of dived in there, figured we could get more kills for that than we actually did. That was unfortunate.
You can't outrun my bow.
If we actually grouped up as a team, we'd be good. I'm just going to actually start spamming that now. But spam it 3 times generally on the VGS command. It should mean that people understand what you mean by that. The first one, sometimes they may think you may have misclicked the VGS command. Bastard's going back. Vulcan's coming in. Vulcan ult! Oh, we put it on the backside. That's a shame. We should be able to get some more kills though. Grouping sounds like a good plan though. Deciding what I'm going to go next here. I'm thinking about going for Executioner at the moment. But let's just get full beads online. So in that engagement, if you notice what I did there, I leapt away from the tower to try and get back towards the safety of my teammates. My teammates were around taking the tower for me, so I took the tower shot. And I was trying to eat that minion, but my cooldown was up on my eat minion. If I would have eaten that minion, I probably could have lived then. And we could potentially kill this Medusa here. He's gone a little bit too aggressive. I'm going to auto-attack it to death now. I don't want to have to. Thank you. I didn't want to have to do that. You can kill Vermana here. There's nothing he can really do to escape. I might need to eat a minion in a second, right now, otherwise I'm dead. There we go. Gonna pop beads because I need the cooldowns, and he also needed to escape. He's still gonna keep going aggressive on me here. I'm waiting for him to keep going. I'm gonna jump now just to get back to safety. And I'm going to rotate to the jungle and eat this minion, so I don't actually have to go back to base just yet. I can push out the waves. Thank you. So you can see, once again, rinse, repeat, over and over again. Go into lane, deal damage, come back out the fight. Oh, don't forget to pick up buffs though. Now with the sustain, I can go back to farming again and keep this going. Then the options with Bakasura is you don't necessarily have to rotate to the team fights. You can look for the split push opportunity if you so see it as an opportunity for your team to just push out waves and take towers down, because people have a hard time fighting Bakasura 1v1. And that's why they send reinforcements over like this. And they force you to have to leap over the wall and take the blue buff from them and then leave. If they try and fight, you can turn this one around, but just gonna back away from this right now.
Ultimate is ready.
They've used their ultimate, they've not really got any further engagement. Should be a death. It should be. There we go. I did misplay that a little bit with my ability usage, honestly. That was a mistake from me.
Attack
So we're going to attack right lane. That's what I'm wanting my teammates to do because we're all here. We've got the minion wave pushed up. This is why you're looking to push it up. Back to your minions again. Rinse, repeat, over and over again. And keep eating minions over and over and over again. Basset's pushing out left lane for some reason alone. So he's going to get a little bit caught. Go back to farming mid now and try and push mid lane in. Trying to take down towers. Stick as a team. All the time it's the same story. Rinse, repeat. Even if you're in a bad game, you might have to play it more defensively, but you can still do the same sort of job.
We need walls.
If your teammates do go aggressive, don't be scared to jump in with them if they get aggro and stuff. You can try and abuse that to your own advantage.
Be careful.
I'm just gonna go be right back.
Be right back. Retreat, Rupa.
Let's just keep working on Deathbringer, I think.
Careful, middle. Enemies behind us.
So they're fighting mid and I'm not actually there yet. I've only got 3 minions online right now. And the minions aren't that important, but they do cause a lot of issues for the enemy team to try and deal with, unfortunately. We can keep attacking middle lane here. If I'm on a split pushing.
I'm returning to base. An enemy has right way, please.
Okay, we can go aggressive, get a mid. I'm kind of hoping they would tank the tower, but it doesn't look like Bastet wants to stick around with the team. She's all about herself, and Ul decided to go new fire giant on his own. Weird game. Weird game as always. We're going to try and do fire giant, which we're finding a little bit risky. But we get it, even though it was the strangest play in existence. It's all good for now. That was a good little pickup. Bit fortunate. I tried to support the teammate there. And back to farming and eating minions. So if you've not played Bakasura before, my best advice to you is you're going to have some rough lanes. You're going to get pushed to tower quite a lot. Your early game is generally quite weak. The reason it's quite weak in the early game is because you don't have that much damage potential. You have to get into melee range to deal the damage. And you've got to really wait for them to make the mistake with your ultimate. You can kill them earlier, but it all depends on them making a mistake more than anything else.
Rupa. Attack middle tower. Attack middle lane. Yes.
My team's currently pinging me to come mid when they're all in the jungle, which is kind of weird. I'm just going to keep pushing out this lane and then rotate mid lane afterwards. All went in solo. Ham Brigade online. But I can potentially turn this one around now with a good. And leap away. Back lines. I may need to beads in a second. There we go. That's why I said I need to beads in a second. It's expected to keep getting aggressed on. They're still looking for me now. Over the wall we go. And we're out of the combat for now. I'm going to rotate to the left-hand side for a second or two and push this one out. Because they're going to keep fighting. I can't really stay in that engagement now. My ultimate's on cooldown. I'm low in health, so I can go and split push again, cause some issues. If someone comes, by the time they get over here, I'll be back to near enough full health. I'm putting the pressure on elsewhere.
Unstoppable.
As you can see, the fight went well for us in the end, even though Ul should have been alive. And that's going to be the end of the game. Bakasura solo lane. A little look at him for you. Looking to use your Butcher Blades and proc that whenever you can during the engagements. Make sure you use it to try and deal as much damage as you can when you're in auto attack range. Regurgitate to keep people pinned in, and the cone effect in team fights to force a lot of issues for them. When you do get focused, get yourself out of there with your jump, or you're going to find yourself a rough time. That one